Well guys, today I'm gonna get this new bed started up. We're gonna plant carrots in this bed. It's the end of October here in North Carolina. You know, we probably should have had these in already, but we're gonna overwinter these carrots. Meaning we're gonna grow them through the winter time and we're gonna harvest them next spring. And we're not gonna do a real big bed of it simply because this is just gonna be for our household and, you know, family members. And I also want to build another bed about the same size back here for garlic, and we'll be doing that later on in the week. The first thing we're going to do is get this bed leveled up, get some stakes in the ground. Now, I know I'm using pressure treated lumber and I'm only going to get about 3 years out of it, but you know, I want to do this year, and then come springtime, we're going to be building some new beds, and we're probably going to build those out of 10 so they'll last a whole lot longer. But just for now, we're going to get this bed in the ground and get it started up for these carrots, so stick around. Another bag of black cow. And I'm gonna finish up about a piece of a bag of Mickey Light that I had. I'll go ahead and put it in there too while I'm at it. We'll use it all up. Alright guys, we're ready to put the seed in here. Got everything leveled off and got the braces cut off. What I got here is a carrot called Kuroda, and you know, this is the first time we're growing carrots here on my farm, on our farm, and we're going to be experimenting with different kinds. Just because we're under the gun, you know, I did a little bit of researching. This variety does pretty well overwintering in areas that have mild winters like ours, and we're, you know, that's what I'm saying. We're just going to give it a shot and see what we come up with. Now we're not going to do rows. We're not going to do, you know, any kind of pattern. We're basically just going to sprinkle them out in a wide band take up as much of this bed as we can. And we'll just see how that plays out. I mean, that'll kind of give us an idea of what we want to do later on. I don't know if we're going to try to grow some in the spring, or if it's just going to be a crop that we do in the wintertime. I don't know. But with no set pattern, we're just going to go through and sprinkle them over the top, and then we're going to water them in real quick. Now, you put them in here kind of thick, and hose the weeds down for one, which hopefully we won't have a lot of weed pressure anyway. But two, it kind of helps retain moisture in the soil. And that was my whole thinking behind using as much peat moss as I did on the bottom, was to kind of keep a wood base bottom in there. That way it can retain some of the moisture. And that vermiculite that I mixed in there, it'll do the same thing. I'm liking this already. So pretty much filled that bed up with, I forgot how many ounces. I want to say it was 2 ounces, 3 ounces is what I bought. Wasn't bad, it was like $9. So yeah, I'm gonna take a rake and lightly cover them, and then we're gonna get the hose over here and we're gonna wet them in real good. The important thing is keeping these things damp, for a pretty good length of time, and just so they get a good foothold. Now, we're talking about our weather getting into the low 40s tomorrow night, maybe even into the 30s. But the thinking behind the bed system that mostly has got me wondering if it's possible to do all raised beds in certain areas of this farm, because you can look, and I mean, just everywhere you look there's rocks. And root crops like carrots, obviously if you plant it in a bed that's got a lot of rocks in it, you're going to get a lot of deep form carrots. And with us trying to get into market farming, we're testing the waters on certain crops and seeing what we like to grow here. And I feel like carrots will be a big hit if we can get them to grow without deep forms, and without, I mean, I know it's going to happen, but I can show you shots like back there. I mean, that's 80% rock. I mean, it grows tomatoes, it grows peppers, but root crops, I don't know that it will do well there. But we're going to get the carrot bed started, then we're going to get started on garlic, and we're only doing it in small portions now, just so we can learn as we go. And hopefully, because woods get expensive. I mean, I got $100 tied up in this bed right now. But like I said, next spring rolls around, we're going to be doing more beds in 10, and we'll be taking these apart and redoing them. And since these are crops we'll be pulling out, they give us opportunity to take everything apart, put another bed surround in, fill it back full of dirt, amend the soil, and do a spring crop in here. You can do onions in here, any amount of things, broccoli, lettuce. I've got a tray full of lettuce, 4 different varieties in that one tray. I think like 27 plants of each variety that we're going to be planting here pretty soon. They're already up. We planted them a week ago, and I mean they're already up. I got them in the greenhouse under the lights right now. And we more than likely will build another bed, probably a long bed, to put lettuce in. That way we can put plastic over to kind of help with the frost. But yeah, we're gonna get the water hose out. I'm gonna rake these over real good first. We're gonna get the water hose out, and we're gonna water them in and call it good. Alright guys, as you can see, we got this bed in, got it watered in real good. One thing about carrots you want to make sure is that you keep them moist for about a week, maybe 10 days, and that way they get a good jump start and they got plenty of moisture. But for tonight, I think I'm gonna cover it up tonight, simply because we're calling for rain tomorrow, And I really don't want this bed getting beat real hard with a heavy rain right now. And I'm just gonna lay a piece of wood over top of it for now, because I know it's watered in good right now, and then tomorrow after the rain lets up, I'm gonna take that back off, and then you know, we'll keep watering it every day until we start seeing them come up, and then try to protect them if we're gonna get a real heavy downfall. The main reason I went with 3 feet wide was that I can build pretty much row covers out of PVC pipe and put plastic over it, make like a mini greenhouse here, and that's what I plan on doing on this bed here. And I'm going to stagger out 3 or 4 more down through here and do the same thing. That way I can keep my lettuce on one side, I can keep my carrots on one side, I can keep everything separated. Take the covers off when I need to, put them on when I need to. You know, be real particular about the plants I'm taking care of. All right, guys. Well, we got those carrots in. Carrot bed going. We're gonna put a garlic bed back here behind it. We're gonna have a couple more beds in here. I can see in the near future, and try to get this the rest of what we're gonna overwinter, our onions, garlic, carrots, things of that nature. Try to get them in the ground. I'm gonna place my order for Texas Legend onions this week, so we're gonna have another bed back here. Probably this one will probably be a 16-foot bed, so we can get probably 3 rows of onions in it, and that'll be a plenty for right now. We're kind of getting our feet wet in the overwintering plants, just so we can get a handle on what we're going to be able to, you know, grow more of next year. And if we're successful with carrots, we're successful with onions and garlic, that will be one of the main crops that we have for next year, going back or going into market farming. Broccoli, you know, a lot of different things that we're going to be growing. And I've got to make some more room. Got 3 different areas picked out that I'm going to be able to put gardens in, hopefully next year. Just depends. I still got to get my goats taken care of, get pastures built for them, and that's what I'm going to spend the winter doing, getting that out of the way. So when spring comes in, I'm going to be all about some gardening. Right now it seems like I'm all about some deer hunting, all about some house remodeling, and a little bit of gardening, but that's soon to change. So you guys stick with me. If you hadn't already, subscribe. Go ahead and click that button over here in the right hand corner, and click the bell notification so you get notified every time I put out a video. And yeah, guys, if you go ahead and subscribe now, man, I mean, we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming up over the winter. You know, we got deer season still in, man. We tagged a pretty decent buck this morning, me and my grandson. Go check that video out. It's you know, it was pretty quick. Everything that happened real quick. So, you know, we didn't get a kill shot on video and all, but you know, it just happened just like that. So, but yeah, we had a lot of fun, enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoy watching it. As always, guys, we'll see you on the next video.